Look, I know a lot of you are trying to start your Amazon business, and probably the biggest hurdle you have right now is actually getting your hands on the profitable inventory you need to start making sales, start making profits. It's probably the only thing that's actually holding you back. You probably always see me talking about how easy it is to find profitable products. You see people on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all flexing their orange bars. People going on vacation every month, no longer stuck in that 9-to-5 grind. I've seen so many countless videos and people on X talking about how they finally were able to quit their job. And the business model they're doing is online arbitrage on Amazon. Now, maybe you've tried doing Amazon for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, and you just can't seem to find any products and you feel down on yourself. If you have some spare time to learn how to source products, have capital laying around that you can invest into those products that you just found sourcing, then there's no reason that in a couple months you can't also be running your own Amazon FBA business full time. No longer stuck at your 9-to-5. 3 years ago, I was in college, I was working part-time at GNC, and every single morning going to class at 7:30 a.m. driving downtown. I despise the thought of even having to do that for the rest of my life, working for someone else. So I decided to resell on the side, just shoes and clothes on eBay. But doing that was impossible to predict. Never felt like it could be my full-time income. So then I was later introduced to selling products on Amazon, and that's what I decided to focus on. So in this video, I want to share how learning the correct sourcing methods and implementing them in my business a certain way now has me at a point where I never have to worry about finding new products. I have multiple hundred different products that I could potentially bring onto my store at any moment. And I'm going to share how I was able to do that in this video. At this point, it's impossible for me not to have products to spend my capital on. And what's even better than that is being able to comfortably sleep at night, knowing I have a reliable Amazon business that can continuously grow to pretty much whatever I want, depending on how much money I want to invest in those products. Now, your first step, which is completely unavoidable, is just learning how to find these products yourself. You're going to have to invest whatever amount of time it takes for you to learn how to do it. And now this is obviously going to be different depending on a lot of different factors. How good are you on the computer? If you're not super tech savvy, then it's going to take you a little bit longer. Only after you've gone ahead and actually learned this yourself can you implement the system I'm going to talk about to where you can start getting products just fed to you. Now, the only strategy you want to do as a complete beginner to be finding these products is reverse sourcing. Let me break down why this strategy is the easiest, why it makes the most sense as a new seller, and how by learning how to reverse source, you're going to have your eyes open to pretty much everything across Amazon, so you can later do other sourcing methods too. So we can actually buy this Halo Xbox X Series game for $14.99 from Best Buy, and on Amazon it's selling for $27. Actually, that is also an FBM offer. So according to SellerAmp, the lowest FBA offer is $29. So this is actually what we're looking at here. 30% ROI, 50% margin, $4. Also sells really quickly too. So we could probably, just based on my knowledge and looking at this real quick, I could probably expect to sell at the very least 50 of these every single month. So one of these products can easily generate us over $200. And this is one product, right? Our goal later on is to have hundreds of products on our store. So how are we going to be finding more products? Well, we're going to start off this product. We're going to see the sellers that are on here and see what else they're carrying. So if we click into here, we can actually see some of these sellers. This seller is doing FBM. I'm not really too concerned about them. This seller is doing FBA. We can see Amazon.com. However, they do have a decent amount of reviews. So I'd rather just skip over this seller as well. Same with this seller doing FBM. This seller's FBM. This seller right here is doing FBA, but they also have a lot of reviews. We'll skip that one. This one right here, popular trading posts. We can go ahead and open them up. Is there anyone else here? A little bit of too many reviews. Too many reviews. This guy's doing FBM, reviews. We can go ahead and open the friendly source as well. Let's just see what else they're carrying on their store. So if we click into their storefronts, if we know that this seller is selling this product right here that we were just looking at, well, they're probably selling other stuff as well, because if we can arbitrage a product from Best Buy, then there's no reason that they're probably not arbitraging other products they're purchasing either from Best Buy or from anywhere else. So we can clearly see they have a bunch of games here. If we just go ahead and hover over the product, we can see the Keep a Sharp Brown down there to our right and actually see that Amazon's on this listing. So I'd probably want to avoid this right off the bat, not spend much time looking at it. This one looks a little better. However, the Keep a Chart is kind of decreasing. I don't really want to waste much time on that. So let's just keep going down this list until we can see something that we potentially want to look into. Maybe this product right here. Let's open this up and actually see what we're looking at here. So it's $60. Looks like it's a Nintendo Switch game. It's also selling fast. We need it for at the very least $38 to be profitable. So let's do a quick search on Google, and it looks right here that we can get it for $50 from GameStop, $30 from Walmart. Just got to make sure that's the correct game and everything. That's not correct. Let's just see what Walmart has for us here. So this is the physical copy for $30. So this actually, we would be able to go to our store and pick these up from Walmart. Looks like shipping's unavailable, but you can go to your stores and pick this up for $30. If that's the case here, this product is also making us a 16% margin, 27% ROI, $8 profit. That was literally we just found that product in 2 seconds, right? This is how you're able to learn the sourcing strategy, figure out what kind of categories you want to target, and then be able to find products quickly like that. right? So this is the first step, is learning how to do it yourself. So now we know how to source. It's time to automate this process. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is go to onlinejobs.ph. Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna search for some talent. So I'm just gonna search online arbitrage. You can see here, there's a lot of workers here that we could potentially hire, and we're gonna look for someone to come in here, help us with the sourcing, and actually have them spit us out leads that we could potentially purchase. So you can quickly see here, we have one person, right? $4 an hour, $5 an hour, $4 an hour, $6. They're very cheap workers in the Philippines. For them, it's good pay, and for us, it's not gonna break the bank. But we can bring them on, train them how we want, and have them do the sourcing for us. Now, depending on how much capital you have and how big you want to scale, you can hire one of these, 2, 3, 4 virtual assistants to come on and just print you a bunch of leads that you could potentially purchase. And now our jobs are so much easier because we have this whole sourcing aspect taken care of. So now the only problem with hiring a virtual assistant from a place like this with experience is they could potentially be working for other people. And if that's the case, that those leads that you're getting could also be going to other sellers as well. So you want to be cautious and very picky with who you're deciding to hire. This is a business and you're gonna have to make some decisions, and this is one of those decisions that you'll have to make. You might have to go through a couple until you find a good one, but no one said this was gonna be easy. Now look, I'm actually in the need of hiring a virtual assistant for my business. So next week, I'm gonna make a video, the exact process of what I'm gonna do to hire one. I'll walk through the whole entire thing so you have a clear understanding of how you can also hire your own virtual assistant. Now the most powerful aspect to this entire thing is now you have a VA that's gonna be sending you a bunch of products. Now not all those products are going to be working, right? You might only purchase 30% of them, but all of these leads that are being compiled every single day are going to compound to where in 4 or 5 months, you just have a massive list of potential products that might work right now in this exact moment. So just because it didn't work 4 months ago, if you go back and look, and you can either do it yourself or hire another VA to go through and scrape it, well, now you can look through those and maybe those leads are also going to be working for you right now. So now you have all those old leads that were useless and now they're not. So it's never actually fully useless because you never know when you can bring them back on. Also, once you've been selling for 6, 7, 8 months, you sold through probably hundreds of different products. Not all those products are going to stay profitable. Some of them are just going to turn unprofitable naturally, and you're going to have to no longer restock them. But later on, you can go back and look through all your old data using Seller Board, and you can see if any of those old products turn profitable again pretty quick. This is what I mean about building out a system of never having to worry about finding profitable products, because you just have an influx of data that you've gathered from over the months of selling, and it all stemmed from just learning how to source, outsourcing sourcing to someone else at a cheap cost, and then pretty much scaling it to whatever you want depending on your capital. Now, this can really only be attained after you've gone ahead and learned that initial sourcing method. And when I was first getting started, it was a ton of work. I say this because I talk to a lot of people that are interested in starting, and they have a completely misguided understanding of what it actually takes to run a business like this and how much work it's actually going to take. But the reason online arbitrage on Amazon works so well is because it actually takes real effort. But after you can learn how to find products, essentially everything else in the business is pretty much plug and play. Sourcing and analysis are the 2 things you must learn. Everything else in the business you'll naturally pick up along your journey. If you want a full A through Z breakdown of everything it takes to run a business, from sourcing to analysis to scaling, I'm going to leave a link below, and that's going to take you to a free training that's going to address everything and anything you need to know about starting an Amazon FBA business. Or if you already know what's possible with Amazon, maybe you've been trying to start this business but struggling, or you're just ready to fully get going and learn the systems immediately and not make any mistakes along the way, I'm also going to drop a Calendly link below, and if you click that link, you can schedule a call with myself. There we'll get to know each other a bit, and if your goals align with something I think I can help you with, then I can get you set up with some direct one-on-one coaching with myself and help you either start or scale your Amazon FBA business. Let me know if you have any comments or questions down below, and I'll see you in the next one.